A lot of you have seen this video before, but going way back, I delivered a load of scrap metal at the Tremorfa Steelworks in Cardiff in my old Volvo truck, BBC 415K. That shows you how old it was, and it was very defective. I should never have put the load on it, but I phoned Cheddar and he says, right, bring it back and we'll get it MOT'd next week. I can give you some local runs. I said, oh dear, in one of his old bangers. So I returned down the M4 and the Ministry of Transport pulled me off at the Llanwern junction, and the Top Gear camera team were there, and the interviewer, can't remember his name now, he was a motoring correspondent, and he got the cameras rolling, and oh dear. He says, are you confident your vehicle will pass this test? I says, no. I said, it's due for MOT on Monday and he's got some faults. Of course the boss went bonkers when they showed the programme. You admitted to the whole country that the vehicle was defective. I says, well, it was. But that's not the point. You should have said, when he asked you if you were confident it would pass, you should have said, yeah. I says, yeah, but I knew it wouldn't pass, mate. That's just... He was spitting and snarling. That's just not the point. You make me look a right cunt. I said, you shouldn't have sent the bloody thing out. Don't get bawling at me. Anyway, Frank Page, that's right, the motoring correspondent of the Sunday Mail. He says, so you're not confident then? I says, no. And of course, it didn't pass. The ministry checked it, they found that many faults that they gave it immediate prohibition, which put it off the road. He says, I want another interview with you. I says, oh no. He says, come on, roll and action. He says, well, you said you weren't very confident, and what happened? I says, well, it didn't pass. And then someone copied it onto a DVD for me, and I've just got this bit, and I'm going back to the early 80s now, so I don't look like I do now. And then he continued with the interview. Here we go.
And you can't take it away until it's repaired, is that right?
Apparently so, I don't know, I've not experienced this before. I've never been put in a police compound before.
How do you feel about it personally?
Well, I don't know. That's my day finished. That's my week finished. The vehicle was due to go for MOT on Monday. So I expected a few defects. I mean, I was to tip this load off just over the back there and then gone back to Cheddar with it to get it fixed. Well, to get it prepared for MOT.
Rambo. Get off. Stop. Silly fucking thing. Yeah, and the first one I said, didn't I? What do you think about it really? I said, well, I don't know really. And the first one that says I sound like Mavis in Coronation Street, I'll give you a thumbs down. Right? Well, I don't know really. But yeah, that's the only bit I've got. And of course my 5 minutes of fame on Top Gear. And who was working for the BBC, I said, can't you ask somebody to look through the archives and see if they've still got that programme? He says, I doubt it, Dad. They probably deleted it now. So it didn't pass. It ended up in the police compound, and the fitter had to come out from Cheddar to try to repair it, enough to tow it back to Cheddar, and it never moved again. It was only the unit. The trailer was okay. It was the unit, the old Volvo unit, and they burnt it up, and it went in back of one of the trailers back to South Wales for scrap. Yeah, but the boss, somebody phoned him and said that driver dropped you in it, didn't he? When he told Top Gear that he weren't confident, Gus Farley says, yeah, bloody, I told him. Well, of course, after I got back to the yard, after they televised it, his daughter Amanda came out. She says, We saw you on the telly last night, Arthur. And he come out, he says, never mind about that, he's dropped me right in it. But, you know, it was his fucking fault. He shouldn't have sent it out. It was defective. So, I thought he can bollocks. Of course, he couldn't sack me, because he could never get older drivers to drive old bangers like that. Anyway, what a miserable day. And this weekend it's going to be a bit rough. My front window looks rather classy, don't it? I've got that many fucking lamps in here. One there belongs to Andrew. That new one he brought over, the table lamp. I've got enough lights in here. And Sam wants people to join his religious movement. Well, no. I said to him, sorry, I'm not that much into religion like he is. And that's it. You know, I'm sorry, Sam, but I find it all boring. Rather boring. And I don't want to upset you, but, you know, I have to be honest. And I'm sorry, I don't want to know. Graham, excellent news. They may be using one of his videos on a documentary, forthcoming documentary by that television company. And I shall look forward to watching it. Probably a UFO video, I would think. Or it could be a ghosty video. So always when you're out, keep your cameras, and if you see anything odd in the sky, video it. That's when it's not fucking cloudy. We saw the sun last Monday, beautiful day. But ever since then, the rest of the week it's been cloud covered. Now this weekend, they say snow's coming. Yes, winter's not over yet. Right, I'm off. Because a lady on top floor has had a pork joint, and she's going to give me several slices. And I was going to have it with chips, but I've decided to make a proper meal of it. Mashed potato, roast potato, peas, carrots, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and some gravy. So it'll be a nice dinner, which I'm going to enjoy later. So I'm going. I'll not talk to the plant again. You alright, plant? Yes, Alpha. Oh, that's good to hear. Bye.